Look, let me explain some junk about dating. Right now you're at tier 1, but pretty soon you'll be at tier 2. Then down the road you'll make it to tier 5. And after a while, you'll make it to tier 8. Very special.
What about tier 15?
Stay away from that.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for coming to First Steps, the playwriting and composing double feature. This has been I'll speak to it. Me and Elijah's senior thesis project. For a little context for ourselves, me and him both are going to be continuing our education after our undergrad is finished here within a couple weeks. 2 weeks. Oh my God.
Yeah, school's almost out.
Stop. With us going to pursue master's degrees in writing. Would you like to say where you're going?
I will be going to Berkeley for musical theater, writing, and production.
And I will be going to Point Park University for writing for stage and screen. Tonight. First, we're going to start off with a couple of songs that Elijah has composed. I'm going to throw this over to him. And before we start, we just want to thank you all so much for attending. This is the first time that we're going to be showing these publicly. So, might be a little rough, might be a little bit better, but that's what a workshop's all about. We see what people like, we see what people don't like, and then the stuff we don't like, we just shove it down and we never let it see the light of day again. But I'm going to pass it now off to Elijah, and he'll tell you guys about the songs.
Our thesis was going to be writing an original musical and workshopping that, but we wanted to put our full focus on it and we didn't want to rush it just because we had to finish it for our thesis class. So we were like, we're going to pivot and do something different. So I'm going to be presenting a collection of my songs they're all pretty recent, but I'll tell you why I wrote them, how they came about, and all that as they come. I asked this group of people to perform my songs, and thank you so much because I can't teach music. Some of them I had Xander come plunk out notes for them because I can't. I can compose, but I can't teach it, so thank you for bearing with me because I know it's kind of rough. So first up will be Aubri McCune. Don't come up yet. Aubrey's song is called Edna's Lament. And this song is funny because I applied to NYU as one of my grad schools for musical theater writing, and they have a second part of the application that they don't tell you about, and they said, hey, now you have to turn this poem into a song. And I was like, oh. And so the poem is Time Does Not Bring Relief by Edna St. Vincent Millay, who was a Pulitzer Prize winning poet and playwright, who did most of her work in the 1920s. So all of these words in this next song are like directly from the poem. I didn't change anything, I just added a melody and chords. It's a pretty sad song. I wrote it in one day. I panicked because I was like, why didn't they put this on their website that there's another part to the application? So this was written in one day, and my inspiration for this song is actually The Miller's Son from A Little Night Music. I took a lot of inspiration from that song. Yeah. Aubrey, would you like that to come home?
I would love to. Thanks, guys.
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Time would ease me of my pain.
but that song was really fun. The next song was also written as part of my NYU application. Along with turning a poem into a song, we had to turn a scene into a song from any play we wanted. So I chose one of my favorite plays called The Woodsman by James Ortiz. And fun fact, that play has no words. It's all movement. So I thought it would be fun to add a song to a play that has no words. And so this next song is called Beyond the Trees. It's based on, so The Woodsman is basically the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz, his whole story, how he came to be. But this particular scene that the song is written around is his parents just died, he's alone for the first time, and he was left to take care of the house. And his dad was a woodsman, he would go chop trees and bring things back, and now he has to do it alone for the first time. So this song is about this kid finding the courage to go into the forest because he's like terrified. And this song will be sung by Caedon Vogel. Tell me when you're ready. I'm ready.
From the mama, see tumble down far from the greener fields I know. And my pa said, when you're sharper, don't fear to cross the water at the foot. But I fear my feet won't go. Wandering in place, God, I miss their faces, watching me go on to kick up the dust and cut from the yard that was farther enough. Kick up the dust and cut through the forest where Pa would be. I should be, but it stiffens my body just thinking. All the while there's a voice in me saying, go and see beyond the trees. But a boy of heart makes a head of stone. How can I brave the start when I'm all alone? Always prepping to live, never living. Just a step, then I've said the beginning. Just go kick up the dust and cut from the yard that was far, but there's much to kick up and cut. You must, Ma and Pa's looking on to see. I see streams that need crossing and trees that need chopped for loads to see beyond the trees. How I wish they could see, not from above, but here on land and sea. It's a picture from a dream, still and soft with leaves of green at the heart. I found hard to go kick up and dust and cut through the forest. Enough is enough, gotta get up and just cross the line to where Pa would be. I will be, just go beyond those trees. They're looking over me while I venture the loads to see. Well, the foot of the hill may be far from the top, but I have some skills from my mama and pa. I'm sharp as my blade, now my heart's gonna rock it through.
Sorry, I'm excited. Who wrote that? This next song was written to build my portfolio. Last fall, I was like, I think I'm actually gonna start applying to grad schools, because at first I wasn't sure. It was just like something I did for fun. But in the fall I was like, I'm actually gonna do it. And as I looked and researched colleges, I was like, wait, I actually need a portfolio before I could do this. So this was one of the first songs I wrote, called Meet the Bar. It's a waltzy kind of song. I started with the piano first and the story came after. But essentially it's a song about a girl in a dance class who the people around her are doing much better than her, and she's trying to find the confidence in herself to keep going even though she's behind in this dance class. Meet the Bar will be performed by Emily Bittner. Tell me when you're ready. Oh yeah, you gotta do one. Sorry.
Prepare.
One, two, three, two, two, three, three, two, three, four, two. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2. Oh. 1, 2, 3. What? 1. Oh my God. Once this is over, I'm quitting for good. Wait, was that? Did I? Oh, skip that part. Every little step holds the weight of my patience that's thin. Or as my teacher says, light, but legs aren't light when raising them to 90 degrees, please. I've got that support besides my mom in these shorts. I'm not sure that I can breathe 2, 3, 4, 2. Meet the bar, it never turns out right. Yeah, I seem to get the point until the others take flight. It shouldn't be far from me to join if I might, but they sweep across the floor as I stumble. But in time, yet again and again and again, I retry and refail, all the tragic and stale. I can't seem to all change my spot. Fate I ought to give in. One too many times I've tried too many spins. I try to curve my attitude, but that's the mood I'm in. How can I believe that smile to 3 potable ray? Meet the bar, I tell myself in spite of all the things I stay on point of, I stay ploy off the line. It shouldn't be far from me to join if I might, but they leap across the floor and I'm humbled. Why try? Why try the arabesque that you can? Giving what you thought was ready, yet you stand up to the bar. Next appears far better than you. Why can't I be better too? But it's nothing new. I'll push through as I do, 'cause the stress I contract feels like heaven to release. When I finally get it right, it's worth the blisters on my feet. So I'll meet the bar. It never turns out right, yet I seem to get the point, and like the others I'll fly. It shouldn't be far from me to join if I might. As they sweep across the floor, I still stumble. Yet I'll meet the bar, at least at my own height. I find the joy in the struggle and fight. It shouldn't be far from me to join if I might. They may leap or sweep or anything cross the floor. I'll be in time. 3, 2, 3, focus. Eyes up, 2, 3, smile. Breathe, 'cause it's been a while. Yes, 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 and please.
Thanks, Emily. That was a hard one. I was scared that that song was too high. Aubrey's too. I was like, if you guys need to transpose it, you can. But they did it. Next is, okay, this song is a fun one. So, a semester ago, me, Trenton, and Caedon worked on the project for a very short time. And it was going to be a song cycle. And we were writing songs about everyday events, but exaggerated to the extreme. And so, this song is called Subtle Gust of Wind, and it is about a guy who goes outside on a rainy day without his umbrella and realizes he made a mistake. This song was inspired, funnily, by the Big House from The Muppets Most Wanted. I heard that, And I was like, I want to make a song in this style, but it evolved from that, but that's what it started as. And Subtle Gust of Wind will be performed by Aidan Cheek. Sorry, I'm finding it.
I'm so mad.
Okay.
Hold still. I caught a whisper from a voice I think I know. Caused a frigid chill that runs down to my soles. Oh, I don't mind it, no. Or so I thought, 'cause oh, my skin is crawling with dread. The sky seems uneasy like me, got a feeling my gut says it's threatening. Facing up, I see the roof cave. I see in my soul change through the wreckage and rubble thrown in, poetically strange for a subtle gust of wind. A subtle gust of wind. Hasten to the beat of my heart, soaked in the regret of never taking a part of me to go, oh, splashing in a pool of mistakes. I see the sky turning gray, oh, I see the error of my ways. The wind will call the rain before it pours on poor old fellas, no umbrella for the ignorant pay, with a sprinkling of whoa, whoa, whoa. Caves, I see in my soul change through the wreckage and rubble thrown in, poetically strange for a subtle gust of wind. A subtle gust of wind. Oh, ruthless, no damn roof to hide, I'm stuck. Facing the thunder, wondering how the fog clouded my vision. It dampened the way I've been living. Hey, I might just like it when the roof caves in, the wreckage thrown in, a strange, strange, strange poetically strange for a subtle gust of wind.
Thank you. Okay, 2 more songs to go. Next, this song is actually from the musical me and Trenton were working on, which was our original thesis. I'll go over the plot of that musical shortly so you can go or understand what's about to be sung. So our original musical is about this girl named Mona who wants to be a children's author, but she's struggling to write or finish any of her stories. She always is starting new projects. She has this mentor figure who is also her publicist. Her name is Jonah. And in this song called Likely Story, Jonah is telling the main character, you have to stop starting over and hone in on your craft and finish one project. And stop making excuses on why you can't. So this is Likely Story, and it'll be performed by Shelby.
And to be clear, you guys did not finish that
You said what?
project. And to be clear, you guys did not finish that project.
No, the project is not finished. Also, this song is not finished. It is 2 verses and 2 choruses. It is still in development. So,
In the future, it
it will be
Wait,
finished.
I heard you really want to point at me when it starts because my counting is off.
Yeah, I'll point at you.
Thank God.
We should specify it will be finished in the future.
Yes, yes.
Too fast to make every word, every line run deep. Too fast to explore. I've known you long before we met, and you're all so set off. Drawing from your head, but hard is what I see in you. Although you choose to be making it mud, I choose to bet on the whiny kid who gives a stall, and I'm not sure. Miss Independent girl, seen it all, heard before. So here's what I'll say to you. It's a likely story, but you're writing on the wall. I'd scrub it off. Clean, don't cut. No if and or but, it's bad news. Convenience is a luxury that you can't afford. When a door opens up, you walk through, don't stay stuck on. Drawing from your head, use art as I used to do. All of my teachings through the girl I used to be, the girl I've grown to see in you. She'd give a stall, and I'm not sure. This independent girl, seen it all, heard before. So here's what I'll say to you. It's a likely story, but you're writing on the wall. Better scrub it off.
Hey. Okay. The final song is also from the same musical in progress. But it's from another character. So the publicist the song you just heard, has an assistant, and his assistant has a crush on the main character who is struggling to write a book. And later on in the show, things occur, I don't want to spoil, but the publicist loses a little faith in her pupil. And this guy is trying to convince her to still have faith, not just because she's talented, but because he also has a crush on her. This song is called The Way a Bookworm Loves, and it'll be performed by me. Give me a second. I didn't practice at all. Okay.
Ready, take 5. Wait, you got this.
Brighter than you think. I can see the twinkle in her eyes. I know you know how far she could go, like a star up above, just to reach out of touch. My sunshine is what they call her, right? Her father's daughter, so there's no denying. Where works the bread and wine, she's divine. My sun, roof opened up, metaphorically. And I saw the clouds as I did young, vivid pictures tumbling by, one stroke at a time, one word then she's binding her book. Let the sun shine down, let her cook. True as the apple of the eye of a dreaming child, you believe for a while. Sun bathed in rays of youth, you warm my heart. Cover book a too-steep page to turn. Just wait, you learn patience the way that a bookworm loves. Ooh. And there'll be dialogue. the forest of drafts, you will find your placable piece of vernacular beast. She is half ton of sweet, other half being is sunshine. My son, and oh, true as the planets in the sky, circling stars for miles. You take heed in her style, sun bathed in rays of you. You warm my heart, flutters till the hold of me, hate to yearn, but seeing great returns in patience the way that a bookworm loves, loves, loves. Loves, loves, loves. That song is also unfinished. It's just 2 verses in the chorus in progress. But that's all of my songs. Next up, you'll hear from Trenton Antill about his amazing one act. And I read through it, it's pretty fun.
Phenomenal work to everyone involved in Elijah's stuff. You guys did phenomenal here. Elijah, obviously, fantastic work with composing.
Well, thank you.
For context, me and Elijah have been very good friends ever since a little bit before we came to Cal. So it means a lot to me personally. I'm going to be a little more sentimental. I won't lie about this. But we've been doing a lot together ever since we first got here to Cal. He's the first person to ever get me into writing with theater. He's the first person to get me into theater as a whole. So I do owe a lot to him, and I feel like without him and his influence on me, I would not be standing here. But for me, like I said, my name is Trenton Antill. I will be attending Point Park University this fall. The play that I will be presenting to you guys is a one-act, around hour 30 minutes estimated time, and it is called Don't Touch That Dowd. For a little bit of context, this was the play that I wrote for grad school. Many of the programs I wanted to apply to asked to have anything like a script or just a small piece of one act, so I decided, well, might as well do a full play and see where that goes. This play originally spawned from a lot of my influences when it comes to writing. For me, I'm a big fan of workplace comedies, much more dialogue heavy, stuff like that. One of my big influences is the work of a director known as Kevin Smith, who has worked on movies such as Clerks, Mallrats. He's a big influence on my form of writing. So, the play itself is about legacy and how far someone will go to obtain that. Something for me, I've always thought about, if I were to go tomorrow, what would I leave behind? And this play kind of explores that through the eyes of a radio show host and his best friend and their intern in a failing radio station. So this play is about as I said, a radio station, and it is a trio of guys trying to figure out how they're going to save it, and they only have 1 week of time. This play itself is taking place across the span of 1 week. I wanted to test not only in terms of a timepiece that this is in, based in the 90s, which probably wasn't my best idea looking back, because I had to do a lot of research on, okay, what was used at this time? What was the name for it back then? Real fun. Basically everything I wanted to cover here, so I'm going to shut up and let my actors perform.
gentlemen, and my freaks and geeks listening from all corners of the Bronx. That about does it for this evening. Thank you all for listening. Uncensored FM, signing off.
And we're clear.
And with that, another 3 hours have been taken from me with nothing to show for it. Truly, I have reached the pinnacle of my feat.
Well, you seem happier than usual. Why are you so chipper?
Oh, thank you, Benny, for the keen insight. I saw a homeless man on my way to work today who seemed happy too. Want me to grab him so you can patronize him too?
Easy there, Buzzkill. I was only having a bit of fun. God knows you need it.
They're cute.
Jesus, Al, it dropped the tortured soul active, so we've hit a bit of a rough spot. But we'll make it through. I mean, it's only been, like, what, 2 weeks?
Actually, Mr. Richard, it's been 2 months.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. We have been on air for 5 years now, and we've been sinking slowly for the past year.
Calm down, we just hit a dry spell.
A dry spell? Ben, have you ever noticed that we are the only show left on the station? I mean, hell, there are only 3 people in this entire building right now who are employed here, and one of them is an intern.
But what does it matter that he's an intern?
We're here by choice. He's here so we can get a couple college credits and book it just like everyone else did.
But, Mr. Howard, I love this station. You guys were my first choice when I was told to look for a place to do my internship.
I know. Look, you know I love both of you. We're a family, through thick and thin, and nothing is gonna change that. But this show, this station, it's family too. Ben, do you remember the day we decided what our dream would be?
Oh yeah, we were waiting for the bus one night after you got us kicked out of the Bodega J for trying to steal us up.
Bodega.
And do you remember what Mr.Russo said to us as we were running away?
Oh yeah.
You Jews better shape up, or the only thing you'll be remembered for is a mugshot.
Exactly. Then as we were waiting at the bus stop, what happened?
A homeless man started pissing by the lamppost next to us.
After that, smartass! I pulled out my little portable radio from my book bag and tried to see if we can get a signal. And remember what came on?
WAET. It was Megamax Power Hour. He was playing Don't Stop Believing from Journey. We were hooked. Then before the bus came, you looked at me and said,
"Let's prove them wrong! We're gonna make it big one day, and we're gonna do it through the airwaves. Let's leave a mark and show everybody."
A wishful thinker, even back then.
I'm serious, Benny. That day has always stuck with me. I mean, when I remember what Mr. Russo said, it always made me think about what my legacy would be. And after that song came on, the only thing in my head was to leave an impact. I want to be remembered for something great that will be remembered for years. Then, I at least know I lived for a bit of purpose.
That was beautiful, Mr. Howard.
Great, you broke the tape. Look out. I know this meant a lot to you. It meant a lot to me too, but we have to accept the fact that we hit a rough patch as of late and numbers are going to be low. But we've come back from a lot worse. What have you been saying since we were kids?
To the top and never stop.
And that's what I like to hear. All right, so obviously numbers are low, but maybe if we...
Rookie, get the phone and see what it is.
Right away, Mr. Howard.
Yeah.
This is station WAET. How may we help you? It's Mr. Lloyd.
Hey, boss, how have you been?
Al, do you care to explain why I'm still shoveling money into a dying station?
Sir, I can explain. Sure, we may have hit a bit of a dry spell as of late with ratings, but I can promise you, we're working on
I don't care what's going on in that wasteland of a building. I'm up to my neck in threats of a union forming with the other stations. And now, I have to worry about you three running our longest station into the ground.
Sir, I know this looks bad, but please...
I don't want to hear it. You have until Friday. If I don't see ratings up by then, I will put that station 6 feet under.
Maybe we should have asked you to contact about that union.
Well, there you have it, folks. We have officially killed the longest running radio station in New York. I'd like to thank you, and all of you, for this colossal fuck-up. It was truly a group effort. Oh, and we can't forget about the little guy! Oh, lovely viewers out there, thank you for this true honor. Your lack of interest really helped us make this possible. I'll see all of you at the after party. In hell!
Get a hold of yourself. Mr. Howard, please calm down.
You heard the man. We have until Friday, and after that, bye-bye.
We still have time. Look, he said we have till Friday, right? But that means we have 4 more days to bring up ratings.
Oh yes, the dying radio station is going to magically solve their 2-month decline over the span of a few days. Do you hear yourself? It's game over.
You just chill out for 5 seconds so I can talk to you? Yes, this may seem crazy, but I really think we got a chance. We just need to think of a hook, something to get people to tune in and listen.
Oh, I have an idea!
What do you have, rookie?
What if we start taking songs from the Billboard Top 100? A lot of stations are doing that, and it really
I would rather personally burn this station down myself than stoop to that level of playing the poppy trash they play off as music on the air.
Oh, pray. The all-knowing music critic has returned.
Zip it, Benny.
But the kid makes a good point. Most of the stations people are going to tune into are playing the top 100. And besides, not all of it is poppy trash. There's a lot of great songs in there.
Oh, please. These listeners don't listen to stuff with substance. They want cheap earworms that they can get shit-faced to and drunkenly sing while dry-humping each other in bars. Instead of R.E.M. and Pearl Jam, they want Hanson and Spice Girls.
I actually like Spice Girls.
Me too! I love their song Wannabe.
I was listening to that on the way here today.
Oh, so tell me what you want.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really want.
Tell me what I want, what I really want. If you want to be my lover, my friend, make it last forever. Friendship never ends.
You are exactly proving my point.
It's like a cynic. People are allowed to enjoy whatever they want.
Okay. Well, here, we don't just play whatever people want. We're called Uncensored FM for a reason. We challenge people with songs with actual depth and meaning so we can educate them to go against some society wants us to follow so they can't censor our way of thinking.
Does that method explain why you started swearing live on the air that one time?
Oh, no, I use big words to spice up what I'm saying. We got people to listen, didn't we?
Yeah, until our broadcast cut mid-show by the FCC.
Oh, those suits can kiss my ass. If people can't handle it, throw some thicker skin and get over yourself.
You didn't even use them like a proper human. You just turned the mic on and said, fuck and damn, after like every 3rd word.
It wasn't that bad.
Actually, Mr. Howard, we decided to keep a tally of how many times you swore on air.
Okay, and?
We had to stop counting after we lost track after about 50 seconds.
Do you ever interject with something useful?
Okay, before this devolves into another argument, we need to figure out what we're going to do. We got 4 days to think of something to get viewers interested. All right, what do we have?
Maybe we can do a contest where we have people call in to win, like concert tickets.
That's good, but I don't think we have enough money in the budget to get tickets. Anything else?
What if we do an interview? We can probably find someone to have on the show to promote something.
Hey, Al, remember when we had the Beastie Boys on the show and you accidentally called them the rap group for the boy band crowd?
Fair point. Move on.
What if we do a theme block?
Theme block?
Yeah, a theme block. It's where we play music based around a big theme. Me and Al used to do something similar when we were first starting. They're a huge hit.
Hey, that's actually not a bad idea. We have a block of songs, and in between I talk about stuff related to the theme.
What would the theme be?
That's our only hurdle. Al, do you have any ideas?
Not at the top of my head, but I can look through my old mixtapes from back then and see if I can think of anything.
You still have those things.
Obviously. Why would I get rid of them?
Oh.
Oh, he shut down the station early. It's over, Benny. It's over. Oh, there's a light out in the crowd. I see a light, Benny.
Oh, yes,
Hi, Benny. I'm going. Benny, on station safe.
Stay! I'm writing that down.
Anyways, Benny, I still have those fucking tapes, but oh, fuck, where were we? This is not You were saying that was our only hurdle? Right here, you were saying that right there?
Bryan, oh, really?
That's our only hurdle, Al. Do you have any ideas?
Not off the top of my head, but I can look through my old mixtapes from back then and see if I can think of anything.
You still have those things?
Obviously. Why would I get rid of them?
I just thought you would have transferred them to CDs at this point.
Hey, you can't get that classic analog sound from a disc.
Anyways, I think we have our plan. Al, you bring those tapes in, and we can figure out our theme tomorrow night after the show.
Sounds good, boss man.
And Rookie, meet me here tomorrow, early, and we can start spreading the word around town about the show.
Yes, sir, Mr. Richards.
All right. Let's lock up for the night and head home.
And lights.
All right, freaks and geeks, let's take a call from one of our lovely listeners. Caller, you are on the air.
Hey, this is Danny Russo, Bronx, New York.
Oh! Mr. Russo, how have you been?
Oh, better now that I don't have two thugs trying to ransack my store. Except I was flipping through the stations and I heard one is now on the radio.
Right. Well, do you have any requests?
Yeah, can you play Loser from Beck? It's a song that reminds me of you and your little friend.
Well, can't deny a request from such a great song, right? All right, freaks and geeks, here's Loser by Beck.
Al, I'm so sorry. You...
That piece of shit. At least we're doing something with our lives instead of running a trashy corner store.
Al, don't you see? This is what he wants. He knows you're going to give him a reaction. That's why he called.
I swear to God, if I ever see that dirty old bastard again, I'm gonna personally put him 6 feet under. Set the next few tracks up. I didn't take a minute. And where's that damn intern?
I told him that he didn't have to come in until after the show tonight, since he came in earlier to promote the show Friday.
Yeah, maybe if he was here, he could have done his job and screened the calls. Maybe that way we wouldn't have some assholes taking up the lines.
Why do you do that?
Do what?
Blame Rookie for everything. The kid is only trying to do his job and help us, but every time he does something that mildly annoys you, you chew him out.
I am not that tough on him. Look, I'm just preparing him for the future. You saw how bad we were treated when we started. I know he's a good kid, but if he doesn't learn to adapt to negativity, he's gonna have a long future of doors being slammed in his face.
Mr. Richards! Mr. Howard! Oh, where's Mr. Howard?
Currently proving the idea of irony.
Oh my gosh! Oh, Mr. Howard, I'm so sorry, you okay?
I'm fine. I thought you were gonna be here till after the show.
I figured it out.
Figured what out?
The theme!
Oh, what is it? Shit, hang on.
What are you doing? We still have 10 minutes left.
I'm breaking some eggs to make an omelet. Alright, folks. We're getting some signal interference from our end, so we're going to be wrapping up early tonight. Be sure to tune in this Friday for a very important broadcast of Insensate FM. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, and my freaks and geeks listening from all corners of the Bronx, thank you all for listening. Insensate FM, signing off.
Why didn't you just cue up more songs?
Because right now, our focus needs to be on the thing that's going to save our station, not playing songs requested by assholes. Anyway, Rookie, what was this revelation you had?
Right. So today in one of my lectures, my professor talked about early radio in the 1900s, and he mentioned the story of War of the Worlds.
The radio drama?
Exactly! He told us how it was all presented like a news broadcast about aliens invading the Earth, and it got to the point where people believed that we truly were getting taken over. Turns out, it was all based off of some book from the 1890s.
So what are you getting at here?
What if we do our own?
A radio drama?
Not a radio drama, but a fake news broadcast. See, we start off like any other day, but then we fake a signal interference and make it seem like aliens are interrupting the station and sending messages that they are invading. After that, we cover the fake invasion while playing songs in between that are all end of the world themed. That way, we draw listeners in with a big storyline that night, and we keep them listening by having them interested in the music and the story.
Oh my God. That's it, we have our idea. Oh, it's gonna be huge. Wookie, you're a genius, you just saved the station.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Howard, that means the world. I'm just glad I could help.
Kid, you are just what this station needed. A forward-thinking mind that's not afraid to push the envelope.
All right, I'm going to stop this before it gets off the ground. Al, you can't be serious about this, can you?
Look, you were the one who told me to stop being so hard on him, and the moment I do, he starts making sense. This is gonna be a hit.
Oh, really? Rookie, can you tell me what happened after the broadcast?
Well, people panicked.
Then?
Then they found out that it was just a radio play.
And then what?
The people listening got angry and went after the station.
And there's the issue.
So what? A bunch of paranoid freaks thought the broadcast was real. It was the 1930s. He'd give people a hammer and a nail and tell them to cure mental illness and they'd believe you.
And you have no concern that it would happen again if we did.
Benny, our audience is uncultured, but they're not idiots.
They are if they're listening to you on.
Okay, smartass, what have you thought so far?
A Disney night?
What?
A Disney night.
You think a simple Disney variety hours will save our asses?
I thought it would be good to cater to a family demographic.
Oh, great idea for the radio show called Uncensored FM. Why not for our next idea? We get the intern to dress up like Bonnie the dinosaur and stand outside and give the kids a talent scene.
I'm just trying to think of ways to use the system to our advantage by appealing to bigger demographics instead of just throwing ideas out.
The issue isn't us doing something different. The issue is that you want to attract a completely different audience just for one night, then go back to the usual. You want to talk about backlash? The very next day, we'll have a crowd of angry parents wanting to take down the station themselves.
Well, what if we didn't go back to the usual?
What?
What if we didn't go back? What if we rebrand?
Benny, you can't be serious.
But Mr. Richards...
Look, it's obvious we've hit a rough patch for a while now. People aren't looking for underground and classics. They want what's fresh, something everyone can listen to.
Benny, I know things are rough, but we built this show. Running this station and playing what we want, it's been our dream since we were kids. Just turn it all on, just isn't right, and you know it.
I know, but I also know that changing with the times to stay alive is better than rushing it to its deathbed.
But Ben!
We grew up loving this station. I don't want to see it die because of us.
You think I want to see this station die? I love this station and would sacrifice anything to see it stay alive. But I also can't sell our values out to stay afloat.
Then what else are we going to do? We're now less than a week away from what may be our last show and don't even have a glimmer of an idea of what to do.
Well, why not try Rookie's idea?
Al, I really don't think...
It's not the 1930s anymore. It just takes someone turning on the TV to realize it's all just an act.
Rookie, how far have you gotten when it comes to this plan?
Well, I thought the best way to execute it was to start the broadcast the same as always. But then, partway through the first song, we interrupted. From there, we covered the evasion while playing songs.
And I have the perfect mixtape. I don't have it with me. But I know it's in here somewhere.
Oh, what's this? Broadway Gold, the best in musical theater.
What? I like theater. It's called being cultured.
I'm just You're just lambasting me for even bringing up the idea of a Disney theme.
There's a difference. I enjoy the fine arts. You enjoy fairy tales set to music.
God, you're such a contrarian sometimes.
You've known that since day one. Ha! I found it.
What is it, Mr. Howard?
This, my friend, is a doomsday mixtape.
Oh, yeah, I remember this thing. We made this back in college after you rented Escape from New York.
And plus a few more songs I added over the years. If I'm going into the apocalypse, I'm going in style. Since Y2K isn't happening for another year, might as well break in this bad boy.
So we have the music, the story, and the plan. Is that everything?
I still feel like we're neglecting the possibility of a riot.
You're still on that?
Yes, unlike you, Mr. Impulsive, I actually think things through.
But, Mr. Richards, if it will ease your mind, I've been studying what happened. The only reason the panic was because the radio was the only live form of broadcast at the time. If people hear this on the radio, they're going to turn on their TVs and realize it was on act.
And both of you believe that this will work?
The clock is ticking, Ben. We have one last chance to get things right, and I can't do it without my best friend.
To the top and never stop.
That's what I'm talking about. Gentlemen, we are on the cusp of something amazing. This Friday, we will kickstart a new era of WAET and jumpstart the heart of this station to come alive once again.
For doing this, let's do it right. All right, so we have the plan and the music. Rookie, you're a creative mind. We need you to work on a story for this invasion. We need a good setup, course of events, and a closer that will wrap this baby up in a nice little bow. Think you're up for it?
Oh, you bet, Mr. Richards. I have a whole catalog of sci-fi films and shows back at my dorm. And a coffee maker on standby.
Excellent. Now, you and I need to find any weird alien sound, noise, or audio effect we can. If we want people to be immersed, gotta give them immersion.
And that's why you're the best producer in this city.
What can I say? I have one hell of a motivator.
Okay, we have our objective, we have our team. Now let's build our legacy.
And lights.
Lights. Did I walk in on something? I was only gone for a minute.
Nah, I'm just reflecting on some stuff.
Wow, with you always thinking of the future, never really saw you as the looking back type. What's on your mind?
Nah, I've just been thinking about this station. I mean, hell, we were never caught in that show when we were kids. We'd never be here trying to save it. And to think, I might be over in a few days.
It is tough to think about. I mean, this has been part of our lives almost since the beginning. To think it could all be over just like that is scary. But sometimes great things never last. I mean, so many strive for immortality, but in reality, living forever just means you live through the fate of losing relevance. At that point, why even live forever? I guess I see why it's so important for you to have a legacy. The only true way to become immortal is to create something that will be there long after you're gone.
This isn't how this legacy ends.
Al, it's gonna be all right.
I can't let it. I just can't.
You can't let it what?
I can't let it die.
But Al.
No, I can't let it die. Not when it's all on me. This station is my life. This station is everything to me. I can't just let it die because I couldn't save it. At that point, the only legacy I'd be leaving behind is being known as the guy who couldn't get the job done, and I would rather put my own life on the line before letting that happen.
Al, please, I just ask that no matter what happens after Friday, you promise that you'll keep a cool head.
Benny, I just can't.
Al, for the love of God, just, for once, just promise me this one thing.
Okay, I promise.
Thank you. Oh, I'll get it. This is station WAET. How may we help you? You have some nerve answering this phone, Richards.
Oh, Mr. Lloyd, what a surprise.
I got 5 seconds to give the phone to someone else before I come down there personally and...
Oh, I guess Mr. Kiss Ass is losing his magic. Hello, Mr. Lloyd. It's Al. Is everything all right?
Al, just the man I needed. I've been hearing that you have a special broadcast planned for Friday.
Yes, sir. We have something big planned that'll really get the people to tune in.
Well, how would you feel if we made that a certainty?
What do you mean?
Look, I'll cut to the chase. The other stations decided to go through with the union, and I've heard some rumors that they are planning a walkout this Friday. You guys are my only station who hasn't joined, so I'm giving you guys the opportunity to broadcast to the entire city of New York. We'll boost your signal and have your show play in every station in the area.
Mr. Lloyd, I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Don't thank me just yet. If you disc jockeys are able to carry these stations through Friday night, you'll never have to worry about being shut down ever again.
You know what this means?
We should have gone to those unionization meetings.
We're safe! After this Friday, we'll be on Easy Street.
Yeah, if we don't crash and burn under the pressure.
The concerns aside, Mr. Pessimistic, if we're able to pull this off, this could lead to us being back on top.
You know, for once, I'm gonna let you have this.
Wow, talk about hell freezing over. Anyway, have you seen Rookie?
Oh yeah, he said he's coming in a bit late. He had to get his notes for the broadcast that he's been taking. It should be here soon though.
Guys, I have it!
And with that, say his name and he'll appear.
Mr. Richards, Mr. Howard, boy, do I have some stories for you!
Jesus Christ, we only needed the ideas. I mean, Jesus Christ, we only needed the ideas.
I know. Here they are. All 275 of them.
275? When did you find the time to write all of this?
Oh, it was simple. I took classes off for the day and we watched my entire collection.
When did you find time to sleep?
Sleep?
Not opening that can of worms. Alright, let's give a look at what you got.
Oh, start with this one.
Alright, let's see. Be on the lookout for alien creatures from distant space. These intergalactic monsters are described as tall, black, skeletal creatures with no eyes and long, lanky appendages.
Wait a second.
Beware, as these monsters are incredibly hostile in nature and send their offspring to attack unsuspecting victims by latching onto their face and implanting eggs into them to become a host for...
Whoa, wait a second. Rookie, this is just the alien from Alien.
Actually, they're called xenomorphs.
It doesn't matter what they're called. We can't just steal an idea from something that already exists.
Ben's right. If we want to succeed, we need to be original to really get their attention.
I actually was more concerned about copyright law.
Oh, we'll be fine. We can't get in trouble with copyright if we don't get caught.
Yes, we'll perfectly fly under the radar with our entire broadcast playing through all of New York.
Wait, what?
I'll explain later, but first, do you have any other ideas?
Yeah. Let's see. Ooh. Here we go. Oh, I have to read it. Glad. We are now getting more of a race of robotic creatures that have recently sprouted around areas of New York. These dome-shaped beings lack appendages and faces, but are fully cognitive. Do not approach them as they are hostile in nature, with some eyewitnesses recollecting the robots exclaiming words like, extermination.
It's creative, different.
And if it goes well, we can market it and make it a franchise.
I'm glad you guys like it. I got the idea from my favorite show.
Rookie, did you just say you get this idea from a TV show?
Yeah, it's a show from the UK. You guys really should look into it when you get the chance.
Alright, you know, maybe this could actually work.
I'm glad you think so, Mr. Howard. I feel like it really should.
I said we wanted some original ideas. How many of these are based on something that already exists?
Well...
Look, Rookie, it's alright to take inspiration from something else. Just take out those ideas that are based off of other things and we can go from there. Okay?
Did all that work and barely had an original thought? How the hell?
Anyways, okay, there may be less options than before, but we still have some to pick from. Let's start with the only one. Oh, that's me. We've just received intel of elusive extraterrestrials in the skies of the city. Though their origins are still yet to be confirmed, they are reported to be incredibly hostile and will attack on sight. Authorities have issued that citizens must seek shelter from the outside and stay clear of flare-like creatures in the sky.
My God. We have it.
What'd you say?
We have it. We have it. This is our story. Rookie, this isn't based off anything, correct? This isn't some rip-off of a movie or a British TV show or some weird mystery science crap.
Yes, sir. No influences at all.
It's unique, it's realistic, and it's going to take us right to the top.
Wait, but Al.
I'm honored, sir. I can type up the script right away.
Loving the enthusiasm, Rookie. But I'd have someone young and hungry on the team.
But Al, Don't you think that you are banking a little too much?
You remind me of myself. 8 years from now, when I hang up the headset and retire on top, maybe you'll be the next one behind this desk.
You really mean it, sir?
Now with a story like this, we'll be running the airwaves. And all because of...
Damn it, Alec. Will you listen to me for 5 seconds? Are you sure you want to go through with this?
How was that even a question? We're gonna save our station, Benny. Aren't you excited?
I would be if we could actually be certain that this will work.
How are you not certain? You were right on board with this just yesterday. Hell, you just gave me a big speech. What happened?
Al, you know I love this station as much as you, but if we go through with all this, I'm not sure we'll be able to pull it off.
You might not be sure, but I am. I have faith in this plan, in this story, in this station. We are on our last leg, and I'll be damned if I let it go down without fighting like hell.
Mr. Howard is right.
I'm not doing this anymore, Benny. We've marked all the boxes for what you thought we needed for this work to work, and now that we do, you're backing out? I'm done. This is your last chance. Either you stick with us and ride this one to the end, or you can walk out from the past 5 years of your life and the person who stuck by your side for the other 20.
We made a commitment when we were kids, and I plan on keeping it.
I couldn't do it without my best friend. Oh, thank you, Benny.
To the top and never stop.
That was beautiful! Even in the face of adversity, you two will always stab each other's back and support each other!
We make it through this. We should really look into getting a therapist. That was a joke, jackass!
Well, we had everything we need for the planning side. I guess all that's left to do is get to Friday and then showtime. You two have anything else to add?
I can write some more of the story we need.
Any stock up on tissues?
Rookie, how about you take the day off tomorrow and get some rest? You've been a great help with all this, so give yourself some time to just relax.
Yeah, kid. We don't want you running on fumes Friday night.
Really? Thank you so much, sirs.
Yeah, I guess I should have too. I'm gonna start working on the song lineup for tomorrow. Been so caught up on Friday, everything else has kind of been pushed back in the back burner. I think I played the same REM song 3 times in a row today without realizing.
I'll close up for the night. Go home and get some rest.
Sounds good to me. See you, Benny.
There's a paper I have. Hello, this is Ben Richards. Yes, we talked yesterday. I was calling back about your offer. I have my answer.
And lights. And lights.
Quieter here than usual. What, no smart-ass remark? No, you're right.
Yeah, I'm all right. I just have a lot on my mind right now.
It's about the station.
5 years.
What?
5 years. We've been living this dream for 5 years, and I guess it's just now hitting me. This whole ride could be over so soon. Now I thought it would be because of me.
Al, I don't like this side of you. Where's the Al that's always ready to fight for what he believes in, or go down swinging? What has you so scared about this?
I guess once I'm fighting because I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to save something. I dreamed of sitting behind this mic ever since we was kids. We've interned here and since we was 16, and then one day, Mega Macro died and told us I was going to be the next host of WAET. I guess that was just the beginning of the end for this place.
Al, look, I can't tell you that this is going to work out. In fact, statistically, our chances are slim to none. But why stop trying? You've been the one who's been pestering me all week about seeing this through to the end. Are you really going to give up now?
Yeah, I guess it always has been me giving all the speeches about never giving up, hasn't it?
I mean, I wouldn't be in this studio without you, so what do you think? 4 years ago.
4 years?
Yep, 4.
going to leave because I was offered that big contract with that startup station that was implementing new technology that could broadcast on a grander scale. I was going to leave, but you stopped me. What was it you said? Why try to abandon a strong ship to...
A boat that's never even set sail.
See, why start being a hypocrite now? What? Was being a contrarian not cool enough, so now you're contradicting yourself?
All right, smartass, you win. I'm known for dumb pep talks, you're sure as hell known for calling me out.
And you wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, me there. I guess we just balance each other out.
That's probably why they wanted to hire us in a pair.
Yeah, that and the fact that we were the only two other working in the station at the time.
Even then, we probably weren't their first choice.
God, I love this place. Thanks for talking me out of that funk thing.
Nah, it was nothing. I mean, how many times have you had to do the same for me this week alone?
Yeah, enough for it to feel like a cliche, probably.
So, Mr. Station Saver, what are you going to play on your last broadcast before we risk it all?
I'm thinking about that, actually. Since this might be the last normal broadcast, I thought I'd have a bit of fun.
The last time you said that, we almost got killed in a mosh pit because you were shit-talking the band performing.
Hey, if they don't want to be critiqued, they shouldn't perform live.
The front man threw a mic stand at me. I wasn't even there when you said it. I was in the bathroom. But when I came out, you were in a screaming match with the band. And then I walked up to ask what you had said to them. You screamed, "Duck!" And the next thing I know, I'm in the back of an ambulance with a gash in my head.
Okay, well, this is the kind of non-violent form of fun. There it is.
Just in time, too. You have a minute until air.
Shit!
You arrived in 5, 4, 3, 2...
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and my freaks and geeks listening from all corners of the Bronx. Welcome back to Uncensored FM.
Way to go, Wally West.
I am your host, as always, Al Howard, and this evening we're starting off with another famous Al and one of his all-time classics. Here's Weird Al with his hit, Dare to Be Stupid.
So, your idea of fun is to play our boss's least favorite musician?
Yeah, absolutely. What's he gonna do? Fire the only guys who can work his stations tomorrow? Plus, it's Weird Al, God's gift to the comedic music genre. He should learn to love music that's popular. What?
Nothing. It's just that irony thing again.
Well, forget your irony crap for a bit. Here, have a sip. Take your mind off things.
When the hell did you sneak alcohol into... You know what? I'm not even going to question it. Pour me a glass.
See? Now you're becoming a fun coworker.
Thank God.
By the way, whatever did happen to that radio station that you were going to join? Did they ever try reaching out again?
Oh, yeah. They actually... I can't really remember. I guess it's just been a long time. They kind of fell by the wayside.
Well, I guess they didn't really make it too far, if not even you can remember them. You want a refill?
Oh, no thanks. I think I'll just have the one glass.
Alright. I guess I'll save the rest for tomorrow.
And lights.
Alright, Judgment Day is finally upon us. Rookie, set the box of stuff over on my desk. Ben, any update on when we can take over the rest of the stations?
Well, Mr. Lloyd hasn't been returning any of my calls, but luckily his secretary was able to let me know that we are going to be broadcasting from every station right before we start.
Ah, you really must have pissed him off. Must have been that voice.
What the hell is wrong with my voice?
No, nothing's wrong with it. I just think that it definitely is more suited for the books rather than radio.
Just like how your face is made for radio.
Mr. Howard, the box of stuff you asked me to grab for sound effects are ready to be set up.
Awesome. Thanks, kid. By the way, I got to the rest of your script, and I loved it. We really got some gold in my hands.
Yay!
This is why I will take this so you don't ruin it.
Oh, please. I can be trusted with you know what? It has to be left unsaid.
For all our sakes, probably for the best.
You know I'm gonna need that back when we start though, right?
Yes, but at that point you'll be on the air and less of a liability.
Mr. Richards, is there anything I can do to help set up?
I think we should be good. Al just needs to set up the mic for the sound effects. I still don't understand why you don't just use this as the soundboard.
Immersion thing. We really need to let these people feel like they're being invaded. Can't get that to pre-recorded sounds.
Yes, because you can get so much immersion with a small ring stick. Oh, a toy ray gun. That's a flare. A flare gun?
Relax, it's not loaded. I just need to get the empty trigger sound.
You couldn't have brought, I don't know, maybe a toy gun or anything else aside from a real weapon?
Benny, it's fine. The flares are in my pocket and away from the gun.
Why did you bring the ammo?
I forgot to take them out of the box until I got here.
And you still thought to bring them into the building?
Sir?
Look, I was in a rush to get up here.
Mr. Howard?
You could have left them in your car. It would have taken you 2
Mr.
seconds.
Richards?
I forgot. It was a simple mistake. Besides, only one of them is live.
Hello?
What could you possibly use them on? We're in a public city, not a deserted island.
It's none of your business what I do in my spare
For
time.
5 seconds, could you stop arguing? Sorry, sirs. It's just, we only have a few minutes until we go live.
Crap! Alright, let's run down the list. We have the mic up for the sounds, the tape is loaded into the deck. Benny, you have the script?
Hasn't left my hand.
Don't worry, Your Highness. I will be ever so graceful with it.
Just finish the list.
Alright, Rookie, are we up and running on the other stations?
Yes, sir. All the broadcasts are on the same song.
Perfect. And you're ready to interrupt the broadcast?
Yes, sir. Have the cords ready to pull.
Great.
Don't pull too hard. Those come out of the budget, Rick.
Alright, gentlemen. This is it. We either pull off one of the greatest moments in radio history and save the station, or we're all out of a job and I live with the fact that I killed the one thing I've worked my entire life for.
One of your best pep talks yet.
Zip it, Benny, or you're going down with the station too.
You know what? No matter what happens, it has been an absolute honor to work with both of you, sirs.
And greatly appreciated, Rookie. We love having you around. If we pull this off, maybe we can talk to the boss about getting you a job here after you graduate.
Wow! I don't know what to say, Mr. Howard. Thank you!
Not to break this sweet moment here, but we have less than a minute.
Yeah, Buzzkill is right. Let's get the show on the road.
We are live in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and my freaks and geeks listening from all corners of the Bronx. Welcome back to Uncensored FM. I am your host, as always, Al Howard, and this evening we are coming to you live from every corner of New York for the first time ever. To celebrate, we're starting off with the artist formerly known as Prince with his classic 1999.
Pretty upbeat for a mixtape that was made for the apocalypse.
I thought I'd start things out a little more casual before we jump right into the full end of the world shtick.
Are you ready to do this? Remember, once you start, there's no going back.
As ready as I'll ever be. Now, let's save this damn station. Rookie, you ready to go?
Yes, sir. Pulling the signal. In 3, 2, 1.
All right, signal is officially down. Rookie, plug them back into my signal. Okay, go. All right, we are back on the air. Hello, can anyone hear me? This is Al Howard from station WAT. For those of you just tuning in, we seem to have lost signal there for a brief moment, but rest assured that we are doing our best to bring you our broadcast.
Jesus, Al, are you trying to take a chunk out of the desk?
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this broadcast to inform you of recent developments involving the recent signal interference.
What, property damage?
The WAT station has just encountered what can only be described as an unidentified flying object. Just now, the station was blinded by a bright flash that came across the building. ending with a loud noise when that object came in contact with the building. There is no critical damage to our broadcasting satellites as of now. In accordance with WAAT's mission statement of bringing you music, no matter the circumstance, we will continue with our broadcast as planned and bring you updates as we learn more. We continue with Pink Floyd's Comfortably Numb.
Wow. That actually went pretty well.
Right? Like I said, this kid's got some real talent.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Howard. Do you think we got their attention?
We'll just have to wait and see. Usually we'll start getting calls from viewers requesting songs if we have a good audience. Well, there you have it.
We're off to an amazing start, boys. Soon this closing scare will be far behind us. Thank you for calling Uncensored FM. Want to request a song?
Howard, it's your boss.
Go! Mr. Lloyd, hello, sir. Enjoying the broadcast?
I haven't turned on the radio yet. That's why I called. I just got off the phone with the union leader. Seems like they heard what was going on, and they are not happy.
Oh, well, what's the issue? Aren't they just sitting at home until you budge on a contract?
They were, but after they heard you guys broadcast on every station, they said they decided to take a more hands-on form of striking.
What the hell does that mean?
Mr. Howard, I think that's what that means.
They started a picket line outside the station.
Shit! Mr. Lloyd, I'm gonna have to call you back. Why are they here? Why not go bother him in his office?
Because we're doing their job while they're on strike. We're scabs.
How the hell are we scabs? They aren't working because of the strike, so we're just filling in for them.
That's what a scab is, sir.
We need to keep going. If we let them take over this broadcast is gonna flatline.
I'll try and think of something, but first I need to keep this moving. This is Al Howard. For those of you tuning in, station WAT has been faced with technical issues after an encounter with an unknown object. We have an update on the physical appearance of the figure. They seem to take the form of a bright, burning figure passing through the sky. We advise listeners to stay tuned in to hear more in regards to these recent events. At this time, we will be taking calls from listeners from the area to ask us anything in regards to the recent events. Yes, sir, you are on the air.
Yeah, I'd like to make a request. Can you do The Great Pretender by Freddie Mercury? Also, while you're at it, can you explain why you're full of shit?
I'm sorry, what does that mean exactly?
Damn it, Howard. They're calling from the payphone outside.
I'm currently outside your station along with the rest of the workers who scabs are backstabbing, and we don't see any magical skylights. You're full of it.
I can assure you, sir, we are only broadcasting factual information in regards to what is happening. However, what we cannot confirm is your current location at this time. Please remove yourself from this call so that we can get in contact with actual concerned listeners.
Is that enough proof?
What the hell?
They're starting to get angrier.
They're getting too violent now.
What are we doing with this? What do we do, Mr. Richards?
We have to shut it down. If they keep this up, they're getting in the building.
Like how we are! I am not shutting this down because they want to throw a fit.
Now, if they get in, they're going to kill us. There is nothing we can do.
There is something we can do.
What the hell were you thinking?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a horrific update. Our caller was, in fact, outside the building. However, as he was getting ready to hang up, he and many others were attacked by the figure. We have no current visual on any bodies at this time. Please stay tuned for updates as we receive them. In honor of our great caller, we will fulfill his final request. Here is the Great Pretender.
What the hell were you thinking?
They threw a brick in our window.
That doesn't mean you have to fire a loaded weapon at them.
It was a warning shot. No one got hurt. Plus, it just helped our broadcast. My reactions can go a long way.
Are you serious? You just made a group of our co-workers and fellow station workers run in fear for their lives of what you pulled from. And what you pulled from that is, wow, the live sound is really gonna boost ratings.
They tried to attack us first. It was self-defense.
Oh my god, it's like talking to a brick wall half the time. Give me the rest of the ammo.
Like I told you, the rest of the bullets are.
I don't want to hear it. Give it to me. Give me them. Rookie, take these and my keys. Take this to the car so he doesn't decide to get trigger happy for ratings again.
Yes, sir.
I get it. You're pissed right now. But I panicked, and I didn't want to see any of us get hurt. I'm sorry.
Al, we are on very thin ice with this station right now. This whole week has been leading up to tonight. I'm not going to lecture you on how important this is, but I'm going to say that we are at a point right now where we need to tread lightly.
I understand.
Hope to God you do. So what's next in the script?
Well, I had to jump forward a bit because of the protest, but I think we can pick back up and check on the viewers.
How is that supposed to work?
What do you mean?
In this narrative, only we are experiencing these events. How are people supposed to call in if this is fake?
Well, they aren't calling us to tell us what they see. They're calling in to ask us how to avoid it.
Guess that makes sense.
Trust me, people aren't going to take it that seriously. At worst, we'll get a few paranoid old folks trying to tell us if they saw some magical figure within their glassy eyes. Welcome back, everyone. We are reporting to tell you live across New York from station WAT with a special news broadcast on the mysterious figure in the sky. We have no major updates on it this time, but we ask our listeners to stay tuned as we cover the story live. We will now take calls from the audience for any questions they may have about the figure and how to stay safe.
That was faster than usual.
Hello, caller. Who am I speaking to, Colonel?
It's Danny Russo. You gotta help.
It's Mr. Russo.
Why is he calling?
Yes, Mr. Russo, what seems to be the trouble?
I need help. A bunch of people came running down the street screaming about the light in the sky, and now I'm hiding under the counter while the store's getting looted. Hello? Al, did you hang up?
Here's what you need to do. You need to stay inside at all costs, and stay tuned to the station for any updates.
Wait, what are you doing?
And tell the people in the store to do the same.
But they're destroying my store. I can't let them stay.
That figure is less likely to attack in groups. Stay inside and stay tuned to the station and spread the word. Got it?
Yes, you're right. Thank you, Al. Thank you so much.
Now, Godspeed, man. You heard it here first, folks. Stick together, gather supplies, find shelter, and don't touch that dial. Now, to continue with our broadcast, here is REM with their song, It's the End of the World as We Know It.
Al, what did you just do?
Nothing. Just working a little bit of improv. Do you like it?
Al, I think Mr. Russo was actually in trouble. What if those people he hurt were the protesters?
Then it's a small world, I guess. Maybe they can start a little club while they're listening to the station all about how much they hate our guts.
I'm serious, Al. What if when you shot the flare, they thought it was the alien in the broadcast?
Oh my God.
Do you understand what this...
Benny, don't you see what this means?
What?
Immersion.
Al, what are you talking about?
Immersion, Benny, immersion! We just struck gold!
Al, you cannot be serious. People are scared now and believe this story is true.
Exactly, don't you understand it? We've achieved something big.
Al, this isn't right.
You just aren't seeing the bigger picture. Think about it. For that small group, they see this as far more than just some broadcast. They truly believe this is happening.
My God, Al, this is exactly what I was afraid of. We tried to recreate that stupid broadcast, and now people are actually believing
Hey,
it.
calm down. This is just a couple disc jockeys and a bitter old store owner. Once they calm down, they'll realize that the story was fake.
Disc jockeys that work for our station's company. Once they realize that the alien was just you being trigger happy, they are going to be pissed. If word gets back to the boss and he finds out that we're pulling this little stunt, he's going to want heads on spikes. Not to mention you bringing a live weapon to the station and shooting it out the window.
Ben, it's gonna be okay.
Like hell it is.
Jesus, Ben, come here. Look for yourself. The streets are calm. There's no evidence of a flare going off. No one here saw me shoot it.
Yeah, you're right. There is no one out there. Maybe it's because they all ran away when you shot the gun.
How are you still on this?
Because I have enough common sense to understand that we are going to be in deep shit.
What's that sound?
Oh my God.
What?
You want your proof of why this was a bad idea? Look outside.
They believe it.
Not only that, they're reacting.
Rookie.
Oh no.
Oh God, he's still out there.
How long has he been out there?
Too long. Shit, what if he got caught up in all this?
Oh my God, kid, are you alright?
I didn't make it to the car.
Quick, grab the ice pack from the first aid kit. And don't worry, Stevie, you're going to be okay.
Here's the ice pack.
Wait. Stevie, his name, you forgot his name.
I didn't forget it. It's been so long. I just kind of...
What? Forgot because it wasn't important enough for you?
I never said that. It just slipped my mind.
We are not finished with this. Kid, can you hear me? Are you alright?
Oh God! Oh God! Oh, take the keys and go! Oh,
Stevie, calm down. It's okay. You're back at the station.
Oh, Mr. Richards, how did I get up here? Last thing I remember, I was walking to the parking lot and I saw a bunch of people running in the distance. I tried to see what was happening, and then before I realized what was going on, it was too late.
Rookie, I am so sorry this happened. I let this all get too out of hand.
Don't worry. We're going to get you out of here and get you to a... Wait. Rookie, what do you mean when you just said, take the keys and go?
Well, I was trying to get back to the station and I ran to your car and put the gun back, but once I got there, this guy stopped me and he threatened to hit me with a bat if I didn't let him use the car.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, we can use my car.
I just paid it off.
Is the broadcast doing okay?
It was, but after the flare gun, things got out of hand.
I just bought new seat covers.
Will you snap out of it? We have cameras outside the building. Once this is all over, we can file a little police report and find your car.
Who is it?
Who is it? Hello?
Howard, what are you doing over there?
Shit! I am so sorry. We had this big broadcast plan that was going to switch things up a bit and...
Are you nuts? This broadcast idea you have is working perfectly.
Pardon?
The whole city's tuning in. We have people calling and asking about this crazy alien you made up.
But sir...
You have truly outdone yourself today, Howard. This whole alien invasion angle is brilliant.
Oh, thank you, sir. It means a lot.
This little broadcast has more people talking about our station since we opened. Keep up the good work. I see big things for you.
Well, what did you say, Al?
Mr. Howard?
This is Al Howard with Uncensored FM, here with an update on the current situation. We have received new intel that the city is now under full lockdown. Citizens are advised to stay indoors at all costs and avoid the outside. As my obligation of host of the station, I will remain in the station to bring you music in this dark hour of need. With that being said, here is David Bowie with his song, Fame.
Mr. Howard, I thought you were done with the story.
I was.
But why are you letting it continue? I thought you were going to stop before things got worse.
Because I see it now.
See what?
He sees a legacy. You ego-driven piece of shit. You're really going to do it.
This is what it's all been about, Ben.
What it's all been about? Are you joking?
Mr. Richards?
The city is in the verge of ruins. We have people locked in their homes, scared for their life, and our intern is in this room icing a hit from a baseball bat, and you are just going to stand there and let it all keep going? For what? Some sort of vanity-obsessed dream of people remembering you?
It's so much more than that. This isn't just something so I can be remembered. This is so much more. This is bigger than all of that. It's bigger than the station. This is historical. In one night, we were able to reach the radios of everyone in New York, when just 1 week ago, we were barely gaining enough traction to stay afloat. This is genre-defining. We accomplished something people can only dream of, and I cannot let that stop now.
You've gone mad.
I just see the bigger picture, something that you're too stubborn to try and find.
Excuse me?
Let me guess. I'm gonna get some big lecture now on how I need to come back down to earth, because I'm thinking
You ignorant bastard!
What did you just say?
How dare you?
What?
I have been seeing the bigger picture for the last 4 years.
What do you mean?
Mr. Richards, you alright? You don't seem like yourself.
Oh, he's fine. He's just gonna throw a little fit like he always does, and then I'll be the one that have to talk him down.
But he's never been like...
I said he's fine.
Don't you dare talk to him like that. What gives you the right? The station has been a sinking ship for the past 4 years, with you as the captain doing everything in your power to avoid fixing it because you care too much about that overinflated ego you call integrity.
Don't you dare blame this on me. I'm the only one here who actually cares about this station.
If you cared about it, you would have seen it dying a slow death long enough to realize that you need to pull the plug.
You better watch your mouth and what you say about this station.
He's right, though.
What?
I haven't been here long, but I've been keeping track of the rating numbers over the past year. We've been on the decline for so long, it's a surprise that Mr. Lloyd hasn't shut the radio down sooner.
He's right. The station has been going under for a while now. And the only person who has yet to realize it is you.
Bad.
This isn't some underdog story. But when are you going to realize that this isn't going to last?
Not until I save this station. This place has meant so much to us ever since we was kids. It has given us so much, and I will be damned if I let it kill it, if I kill it by listening to you.
Wake up, Al! This fairy tale is over. I'm not letting you destroy our city because of your selfishness.
All right, Mr. Howard. If you let this continue, who's to say that there will be even a city to broadcast in? If you keep going, who knows what will spark the next riot?
Please, Al. I know this is hard. But you can't let this continue.
This is the hill you want to die on, and I'm not standing on it with you.
Al.
If you want to throw away almost 30 years of this station, of our hard work, our memories, our friendship, then why not just...
I've been trying to.
You're lying.
Remember that startup station?
Ben, please.
A few weeks ago, they reached out to me, asked if I wanted to be a part of their next big project.
How could you do this?
I planned on putting my 2 weeks in on Monday. I told Mr. Lloyd about it, and he wasn't happy. That's why he's been giving me the cold shoulder recently.
Mr. Richards, what about the station?
Like we said, the station's on its last leg. I wasn't sure if today was going to work, but I wanted to see it through till the end. That way, if things did work out, I would be able to leave knowing you guys still had a station.
So that's it?
Al, please be professional about this.
It would have been one thing to leave the station, but you were going to leave me and everything we created here just so you could go to a different one?
I was going to try and get you a job once I joined. I didn't want to leave you too high and dry.
I have a job! I have a career. It's the one thing I always wanted since we was kids. The one thing that you apparently lost all hope on and wanted to abandon just because you couldn't handle it.
I've been handling it for 4 goddamn years. I've been playing babysitter for you and this station because I know how much this meant to you.
I am a grown man, and I don't need you to hold my hand because you don't think I'm able to handle it.
Obviously I do. Look outside, Al. Listen to the calls. The people screaming and fearing for their lives because you wanted to try and punch above your weight class. You think that this is doing good on behalf of the station, but in reality, it's doing a whole hell of a lot worse to everyone else.
I've got things handled. If you want to leave, get the hell out of here. I'm going to continue the show, and I refuse to let anyone stop it. I've come this far, and I'm the only one who still gives a damn.
Mr. Howard, please, you've done enough harm.
Get your hands off me, rookie.
It's Stevie.
I know your damn name, kid.
It must Why don't you ever use it? How can you say you have put so much respect for the station? You can't even remember the names of the people who helped you run it.
You can't do this, Al. So much is at stake for you to throw it all away.
Just like you did.
Al, stop. You can't do this.
I said leave. If you're not going to help me, then you're useless to the station, and you're useless to me.
Mr. Howard, what do we do?
You never put the gun back in the car, right?
No, sir.
Hand me the gun and flare.
Sure.
Just do it. Al, this is your last chance. Stop the broadcast.
Not until I save this station.
I said stop the broadcast.
Wait, Mr. Richards, wait.
I'm not going to sit here idly while you try to burn the city down.
Are you insane?
Not as insane as you if you think I'm going to let you go through with this.
Mr. Howard, please just do what he says.
This is your last chance.
Then just do it.
What?
I said do it.
Mr. Howard!
I'm not messing around. Al, I can't let you do this.
Then if you're gonna kill me, just do it! The station is my life. It's my legacy. It's the only thing that I truly care about and all I have left. And I can't let it die.
Al,
you can't be serious!
I have nothing else but this station. I would rather let you kill me than let they take this broadcast down while I sit here and do nothing. So if you aren't going to let me do this broadcast without you trying to interfere, then you better finally grow a backbone and pull the trigger before I... You actually tried to do it.
It didn't go off.
I knew it wouldn't.
How?
I told him from the start. Only one of the cartridges had anything in them. The rest was blanks.
You knew this entire time. That's why
Let you try and pull the trigger. I knew it wouldn't go off, but I didn't think it would.
Al, I didn't mean, I didn't know what came over.
You son of a bitch! You were my friend! This was supposed to be our story, our legacy, but you didn't see it! And instead of just walking away, you tried to kill me!
Please, stop!
I'm gonna put you in the fucking ground!
Mr. Richards, you okay?
Yeah, kid. I'm fine. Thank you.
Did I?
Page 73. He's all right. Just knocked out.
Mr. Richards, I'm sorry,
Rookie, it's all right. You can call me Ben. You've known us long enough to know we don't do formality.
I'm sorry, Ben. So, what do we do now?
Well, I'm not sure, but the first thing I'm going to do is wait for him to wake up.
You really care about him, don't you?
Well, I'm choosing to sit still and wait for him to wake up after he just tried to kill me, so what does that tell you?
But then, why did you pull the trigger?
I don't know. I guess at that moment, I wasn't seeing Al anymore. I was only seeing the obsession that was consuming him. I was afraid I lost him to it.
Do you think he sees it that way?
Probably not. Thank you for what you did just now. If it wasn't for you, I'd probably be the one on the floor.
I couldn't see you two fight anymore. I hated it.
Have you always felt that way? Stevie, I had no idea. Why haven't you spoken about it?
I never thought it was my place.
Kid, you have a say just as much as we do. If something is bothering you, you can always speak up.
I just thought an intern didn't have the right to comment on your guys' friendship. You two have only known me for a year or so. That doesn't hold a candle to what you guys have.
Kid, you mean the world to us. You're just as close to us as we are to each other. I'm sorry you never saw that.
Really?
Absolutely. I mean, hell, I think anyone who has put up with him and I for that long and not leave is family enough, that's it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You're a great person, Stevie. Definitely much better than us.
Still a good friend.
God, I hope so. Now, let's hope he still feels the same way.
What the hell happened?
Wake up, Sleeping Beauty. How's your head?
Did you hit me with a bottle?
Surprisingly, it wasn't me.
Did you? Holy shit, he knocked me out with a bottle.
All right, up you go, Stevie. All right, up you go. Stevie, grab him a nice pack. How are you feeling?
Well, I almost killed my best friend and an intern bashed a bottle on my head. It's not great.
Now, I can't describe how sorry I am about all of this. I lied about the other station. I tried to stop you with this. I tried stopping you with this one. To hell, I just tried to shoot you in the head with a flare. I know you're...
Benny, please. You wouldn't have done that if it wasn't for me.
That doesn't excuse it. Now, we've been friends since we were kids. You're one of the closest people I have. I should have at least tried to support you, even just a bit.
But you didn't. Not because you weren't my friend, but because you saw what this was doing. Something I didn't see.
But I know this meant so much to you.
Yeah, the only reason this station meant so much to me was because of you. We found it together, we joined it together, and we ran it together. Sure, it'll always hold a special place in my heart, but the thing that made it so special was getting to do it with you. I let this whole idea of trying to leave behind a legacy that'll outlive me consume me so much that I stopped living in the present. I don't know what will happen after tonight, but as long as I still have my friend by my side, I think I'm going to be all right.
Guess it took a beer bottle to the head to finally make you realize that.
Watch it, the next one's hitting you. Speaking of, you, sir, had one hell of an arm to hit me that hard. I didn't think you had it in you.
You're not mad?
Now you'd Benny pinned to the table ready to kill him. Trust me, you definitely did the right thing. And if you didn't stop me, I probably would have gone after you next. Just kidding, but you did good. I'm proud of you, Stevie.
Thank you all.
Oh, finally a first name basis kid.
So, you aren't mad about the other station?
It's gonna suck not working in the same place, but we'll make it work. Besides, I had the kid to keep me company.
Thanks, Al. Forever.
To the top.
And never stop. So what's next for our fearless leader?
I should probably admit on air I was lying in the end of the broadcast before I turned New York into a wasteland.
I mean, you don't have to end it like that.
What do you mean?
Rookie, show him the last page of the script.
This could work.
Thought it might help avoid any issues with the station. Besides, there's no chance you'd survive in prison if they caught you.
I mean, I was able to take you down.
Just read the script so we can head home.
This is Al Howard from Station W80, bringing you the final update on the mysterious figure. We are pleased to inform you that all the figure has been neutralized. It was a long and arduous battle, but the figure finally left this planet after coming in contact with unstable radio waves. I am joined with my producer and longtime best friend, Ben Richards, as well as our trusted intern, Stevie Orson. We would like to thank you all for tuning in and staying safe out there tonight. It was a hard-fought battle, but we can rest easy now, knowing that we will live to see another day. To play out this evening is a classic you all know and love. Here's Jenny, Don't Stop Believing. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen.
And our freaks and geeks listening from all corners of the Bronx.
That about does it for this evening. Thank you all for listening.
Uncensored FM signing off.
And fade out.
Tier 1, but pretty soon you'll be at Tier 2. Then down the road you'll make it to Tier 5. And after a while, you'll make it to Tier